Dave Kramer. I met Steve back in 2008 December right here. I was sitting here, he was sitting there. And it's been a magical connection that we made. I started working on his project to increase his web presence. I started that in January of 2009. SEO and my own proprietary methods have got us in the top 5 placements on a lot of the search engines for the keywords that we're targeting. We did our soft launch in April and our full launch in May, and we did $12,000 in sales in the first month. By December, we're doing $40,000 a month in sales.
10 years ago, you put an ad in the Yellow Page book, you get customers. It doesn't work that way anymore. There's a lot of technology involved. So I put this team together, and we were doing advising, but there wasn't really one single software solution that would monitor everything. You had to download 20 different things or be logged into 20 different things in order to monitor all the different pieces of your business.
Small business owners are asked to use at least 10 different softwares to log in and out of all day in order to manage their business. And the question is, what happens to all that data in all those places?
I started going to networking events to meet people and look for an opportunity. One of the opportunities that I came across was someone who lived in Niwot and was running an herbal business to help people with different conditions that they had, like sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, and sinus conditions. And he had had a website for 2 years, and the most he could do in sales was $500 a month. So I started looking for a software solution that would help him to manage his business. And we had pretty lofty goals, and I knew we were going to be processing hundreds of orders a day. I wanted a system that could track the shipping, a system that could track the return on investment for all of the different marketing opportunities that we were taking advantage of. So I went and looked, couldn't find anything. Sat down at my computer and started writing, and that was the birth of AllProWebTools.
The A stands for AllProWebTools. We're a software company for small businesses up in Fort Collins, and what we focus on is software that helps businesses to grow and to manage everything. So we all have, what, 10 things we have to log into every day? Your Constant Contact, your WordPress, your GoDaddy, your Gmail, all these things. We combine them all into one place. And the money that you're spending on all those different solutions adds up over time.
My first client was Nature's Right. This was an herbologist out of Niwot, Colorado, and he had created this really cool product, sleep apnea relief. It's all herbal, and it would help people to sleep at night without having to wear that big mask that sort of force oxygen into their body while they're sleeping. As I said, I looked for a software solution. There wasn't one, so I built the first prototype of what is now known as AllProWebTools. This was a dashboard, a place to monitor all of the different aspects of the business. And in the first year, working very closely with this client, we saw growth in the first year from, he was doing $500 a month in sales to the end of the year to $55,000 in sales. And I thought, we might have something here.
Dave Kramer from AllProWebTools.
Hello, I'm Dave Kramer, founder of AllProWebTools. This is our lead marketing person communicating with one of our clients over the phone. We found that this is very important, as you can see from our very first client back in 2009, who had struggled to beat $500 in monthly sales with their website. Once they started using the prototype of our tool, they were able to get up to $55,000 in monthly revenue online in their first year. Our next client was Hawaiian Organic Noni, who has seen a doubling of revenue every year for the last 3 years. They started out at $7,000 in monthly sales, and just last month they broke $42,000 in monthly sales. The project started back in 2009, in April, when I met an herbologist in Niwot, Colorado, who had been selling this really cool herbal remedy for about 2 years online. And he was getting really frustrated because the most he could do in sales was $500 a month. So that's when I created the very first version of the software 1.0. And he saw an immediate return on that in the first month. And by the end of the 12 months of using the software, he had grown his online revenue to $55,000 in sales. And I thought, we might have something here.
Went on and signed on my second client, and here's his growth for the first year. So, not so good, right? So what was the difference? Well, he's in Hawaii. I wasn't hanging out with him every day. I wasn't talking to him. I wasn't communicating with him. I gave him the tools, but I wasn't really working with him. So that's where I realized that I needed to put a marketing guy in place. And I told him, I said, you need to call every day. Every day. Talk to the guy, explain to him what's working, what's not, show him the different parts of the tool, show him how it works. And so we don't only provide the tool, we also provide the service and the marketing coaching. And by doing that, we saw a doubling of his revenue every year for the past 3 years. So he started out at $7,000 a month in sales. Last month he just hit $42,000 in sales.
And we have a new client we just started working with a few months ago who had achieved about $2,000 in monthly revenue and was able to achieve $14,000 after working with us for just a few months. So how do we do this? Well, by taking all of the different software solutions that a small business owner is expected to use and combining all of that functionality into one location, we get access to data that can be pulled from all those different sources. So we have a much more holistic understanding of what's working with the business and what's not working with the business, so we can make better suggestions.
Put your hands together and welcome Dave up to our stage.
Thank you very much for coming out. We are very excited to introduce you to the new version of our software, AllProWebTools 3.0. We have been working on this for quite a while.
And this is the product. It's a simple dashboard that brings everything together in one place that the entire staff can log into and get access to this information.
It's really built around collecting all the data that's relevant to your business, bringing it all together in one place so you can see that information and make better decisions. It still amazes me how much software we as small business owners are expected to use and log into on a daily basis. Memorizing all these logins and passwords, managing these accounts, and paying all these monthly bills. So what we've done is we've built a solution that for just $10 a month covers many of the functions that you would normally use with some of these examples here that might total about $107. And the other thing to think about when you have all these different disparate software solutions is they're all collecting data on different pieces of your business. But how do you bring all that data together in one place so that you can get a better understanding of what's working in your business and what's not working in your business?
A timeline system that allows you to keep track of what's happening in your business. At any point in time, you can load this up. You can see which of your employees have clocked in, have clocked out, what tasks they're currently working on. You can see any orders that have come into your system from customers, whether it be at your brick and mortar store or if it's an online order. You just have full visibility on what's going on minute to minute. This timeline continually updates. So you see here, I've got an employee here, Aaron, who has just called somebody and they didn't answer the phone. We know that because it's updated instantly. I have another employee named Kellen who just talked to somebody and he put the notes on that call right there in the system. So everybody has that visibility. What was interesting when we started playing with this structure was seeing kind of the social aspect of all of the different employees kind of rallying around a certain project or a certain goal because they could see what each other is doing. And so it doesn't matter if they're working from home or in a different area of the office, they still have this visibility and this ability to see what each other is working on. And sometimes, you know, a customer will call one employee, they'll start working on the problem, the customer calls back, speaks to someone else, and now they have that ability to kind of see what's going on with that same client. What it does is it allows that business owner to see what's happening in the business, what's working and what's not, what customers are buying, what they're not buying, what they're looking for that they're not finding on the website, so that he can be more effective in his business and leverage his time better.
We now have added a timeline. And this timeline gives you access to what's happening in your business on a minute-to-minute basis. You can access this from any internet-enabled device. This will tell you information like when your employees clocked in, when your employees clocked out, what tasks they're working on, and also notes on customers. So if a customer has called and left a message, that'll be in there. So it's a real nice way to stay in tune with your business even when you're out of the office. And we find that this helps solve a lot of the problems that are mulling around in a small business owner's mind as they're going about their day, because now they can pull this out and take a look. So when we were actually doing our initial tests within our own business, I noticed that when I look at the time cards for my staff, a lot of the entries said, "Talked to Dave, talked to Dave, talked to Dave." And I realized, man, I'm really taking a lot of their time talking to them when I'm out and about, and I'm on the phone and I'm saying, "So did that guy call back yet? Did we take care of that problem with that thing?" They were actually spending so much time talking to me, and it was just repeating what they had already entered into their task system. So now I don't do that anymore. Now I can just check. And don't feel left out if you're a solopreneur. This system works even if you're a one-man show, because you can task yourself and be reminded of things that you need to get done. You can also clock in for your clients and measure the time that you're spending with them. You can also look and see any orders that have come into the system, check on invoices that have been sent out to your customers. But first, I'd like you to take a look at what some of our users have said about the software up until this point.
Hi, it's Rich Bradfield from Novamonda Cacao and Chocolate. We've been using AllProWebTools since 2011. It's been an invaluable tool for us. You should check it out.
Hi, I'm Tim Washburn with Computer Doctors in Fort Collins, Colorado. We've been using AllProWebTools because it's easy to use and it functions very well. We use it internally to manage our tickets and our projects, and also customers can log in remotely and check the status of their issues and their invoices.
Hi, my name is Catherine Hall, and I just got introduced to AllProWebTools, and I am beyond impressed. I have been in retail for 10 years, and I have worked with many websites and many platforms, and I've never seen anything like this.
My name's Vivica Von Rosen. I'm the author of LinkedIn Marketing an Hour a Day and LinkedIntoBusiness.com. When I found out about AllProWebTools, I was super excited. It has all of my e-commerce needs in one place: website, blog, email system, e-commerce, authorized.net. People can pay me on my website. It delivers my products. It's incredibly, incredibly powerful.
AllProWebTools is really great. It's very easy to use. If you can use Microsoft Word, you can build your own website.
AllProWebTools really helped our business.
I'm very impressed, and I can't wait to see what it can do for my company.
Give AllProWebTools a try. It's worth your time.
AllProWebTools rocks!
Dave with AllProWebTools, and he is actually one of our national sponsors, so I'm going to introduce Dave.
Hello, I'm Dave Kramer from AllProWebTools. So we created an incredible software suite of tools for small business owners about 5 years ago. And we've actually accomplished that goal. Our success rate is 95%. The small business owners that work with us over the last 3 years are still in business and actually thriving. I'll give you one example. We had a client that started out at $500 a month in online sales, who has now grown to $55,000 in monthly sales. You can also use it as a standalone. If you already have a website, everything's working just fine, this isn't to replace your website. This is a set of productivity tools. There's no per seat licensing. It's straight up $10. Unlimited number of users can get in the system. They can access it from their smartphone, from their iPad, from their desktop computer, no matter where they are. It's a great product. It works. It's built. It's just, unfortunately, the best kept secret. And so any advice, any help, we'd love to talk to you.
Dave and I first met when he was looking for location for the company and also some support, and they've made some huge progress in the last 9 months, and we just onboarded Dave as a new client of Vince here. That just happened last month or so, so we're really excited to have you on board. Thanks.